And turning a quarterback to dollars. Troy Aikman's new life in corporate America, from owning his own car dealerships to cutting deals with the likes of MasterCard and McDonald's. We'll talk to the three-time Super Bowl champ about life after football. And we welcome you for a Thursday. I'm Bill Griffith.
And I'm Sue Herrera.
Down,
the festivities have already started. Troy Aikman is coming up. The former Dallas quarterback has made quite a successful new life for himself as an entrepreneur. He joins us this hour to talk about that and much more.
Yeah.
Yay!
Settle down. In the meantime, the country...
You know him as an NFL quarterback and broadcaster, but former Dallas Cowboys superstar Troy Aikman is also quite an entrepreneur and investor. We'll talk to him about football, business, the state of the economy, and his new venture with McDonald's when we come back. Thank you very much. Well, this gentleman led his team to Super Bowl victory 3 times, and now Troy Aikman is bringing his winning ways to corporate America. In addition to his Ford car dealership in Texas, the former Dallas Cowboy has just partnered up with McDonald's and MasterCard on a brand new venture. He joins us from New York to talk about that, business as a whole, football, and much, much more. There's hardly enough time, Troy. Welcome. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about this new venture. It's kind of a pay and pass sort of concept, which obviously works perfectly for you. But why did you choose to partner with McDonald's on this?
Well, I think it's a tremendous technology. MasterCard is actually the one that came out with it, and it's PayPass is the name of the technology, and it's actually a microchip that is within the credit card itself. And what it allows you to do is at those retail outlets like McDonald's where PayPass is available, instead of having to run a credit card, through a scanner and wait for the transaction to process, you literally just tap the credit card on the device, and within a matter of seconds, you're walking out of the store with your item. And so I think it's an amazing technology, and MasterCard and McDonald's, along with myself, are unveiling it here today. We had a bunch of kids in from the Boys and Girls Club here in the Manhattan area. We fed all of them with the technology and with the cards, and it's just been a real fun day for us all together.
Oh, and I'm sure it was a fun day for them, too. They must have been thrilled. And I'll tell you, when you have a bunch of kids and you need to get dinner, and you don't want to be rummaging around for a lot of cash. You just need to get in and out. You also have ventured outside of football, obviously, to a number of business dealings, one of which is your car dealership in Texas. And the reason I'm interested in that is not just why you chose to go into the car business, but because that's such an interesting barometer of the economy. How is business doing, and what does it tell you about the economy right now?
Business was actually very good this past month. I think a lot of it had to do with the employee discounts that have been made to the general public. GM initiated that the month before in June. Ford came back and matched that in July. We're going to carry that plan on through August, so that certainly helped our sales. But even prior to that, business had picked up for us, and I think business is picking up for a lot of people within the various brands of the car business. And so it's been a real exciting business for me. I closed on this particular store in February. Been involved now for 7 or 8 months. We've seen progress, we've seen growth, and a lot of the Ford dealers have.
Obviously a very different business from the business that you were in previously. Why did you pick the car dealership?
Well, I was in the car business years ago, back in the early to mid-90s, and sold out, and I always anticipated that when I retired from football I'd get back into the car business. It took me about 4 years to find one that made sense. This particular one there in Dallas, Texas, a Ford store did. That's why I closed on it this past February, but I'd like to accumulate a few more stores. They're very difficult right now to purchase. The blue sky on those dealerships is extremely high. But I wanted to get into something that didn't have anything to do with football, and there's no question that I still capitalize on the name that I was able to make, because of the success that I and the Dallas Cowboys had during the 12 years that I was a part of that organization. But yet, I always have had great respect for Roger Staubach and the business that he built once he retired from the game, and it was real important for me to do something like that myself. And I get a chance to broadcast games during the football season for Fox, but there was still something missing during those 6 months of the off season, and this Ford store has certainly fulfilled that, and it's been a challenge. Yeah,
I had the pleasure and the privilege, really, of interviewing Roger a few years back, and an amazing businessman and absolutely lovely person as well. You brought up football. You actually have the best of both worlds. You're doing your business dealings on the side with the dealership, plus you just did a new deal with Fox. You're going to be in the booth, a two-man booth this time. So tell us what you expect for the upcoming season.
Well, you know, this is such a great time of year, and it always is, even back when I was playing, but even more so probably now because of parity and because of what we've seen in the last several years with teams that have struggled the year before all of a sudden making a run the following year. It really has given every fan in the NFL, no matter who they're fans of, whatever team it is, hope that their team can go all the way. And so I think that's good for football. That's one of the reasons why the sport is as popular as it's ever been. I think when you look at the various teams as to who has a chance right now to go all the way, I think you'd have to pick the New England Patriots along with the Philadelphia Eagles, and those are easy choices because they were the two teams that played in the Super Bowl last year. But yet, when you go around and you visit those two teams, it's not hard to understand why they've had the success that they've been able to have. Mm-hmm. They've got good players and they've got good coaches, and they do it all within the framework of a team. And that's why they've been able to maintain some level of consistency year in and year out, whereas most teams are going up and down from one year to the next.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but our producer, Pete Frangi, is the New England Patriots fan of the year. So you have now made his day in a big way. And I think you could be a co-anchor on the show if you want. You never know.
Well, hey, yeah, you never know.
Thanks, Troy.
Thank you very much.
Good luck in all your ventures. It's been a pleasure spending time with you.
Thank you much. I'm a fan of the show. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Well, Bill's on vacation for 2 weeks. Come on by. See you soon. Former Dallas Cowboy quarterback, Texas businessman, Fox NFL analyst, Troy Aikman. I'm just teasing now.
I know you are.
You know that. You know I love you. Now he's hurt.
Don't forget, we'd love to hear from you during the next hour when we start talking